Sorry. Hey. I've got a kitten that's trying to attack me from the back. Anyways, hey, happy stamping Mondays, Monday night stamping. How is everyone tonight? So, as you can tell, I've changed the angle of my camera here tonight. Weirdness, I've started getting a really kink here. And so being this way with my camera and using my arm this way, it was causing a kink. So I thought, well, I'll try switching to this side of my desk. Seems to be working fine. So anyways, hey, Susan, hello. I will clean up the back of my room. To be honest, I just come live. Sometimes I just like, hey, it's all real. This is exactly what life is like in my little life. Anyways, tonight is Paper Pumpkin Night. It's the last Monday of the night. So we're going to make the 3 paper pumpkin cards. But then I'm going to share with you how I was inspired to do a scrapbook page. So my husband and I went to Glacier National Park this last summer. So a year ago. Actually, it was a year ago, July. But we did a waterfall hike down to McDonald Falls. And so this month's paper pumpkin, I'm not kidding, looks just like the picture that I took. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do a scrapbook with this. So we'll see how it turns out. I kind of just thought about it in my head a little bit. I did a little planning, but I thought, we'll just see how it goes. If I finish it, I do. If I don't, I don't. That tends to be very common on Monday nights here with me. I don't always finish the page with you all, but eventually I do finish it and share the finished thing with you. Hey, Luana. All right. Those of you who ordered the card kit by mail, the beautiful motifs, you should be getting it. Today was Memorial Day, though, so there wasn't any mail service. So if you didn't get it Saturday, then hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday you'll get it, but you should have gotten your email for it. Also, those of you who ordered the paper share from me, that you should be getting it very soon also. All righty. So are we ready to do some crafting here tonight? Also, don't forget, we only have 1 week left for this joining special. Stampin' Up! Is offering $165 worth of product for just $99, and that includes free shipping. So it's just $99 plus tax, and that's whatever tax is in your state. Here in Texas, it's 8.25. I don't know what it is in your state, but anyways, $99 plus tax. So best deal out there. And then if you want to turn it into a business or just stay a hobby demonstrator, choice is yours. It's the same deal. So, okay, let's get started. So this month's paper pumpkin. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So like I said, I've taken it all apart. Did I even put it back in the box? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Okay. So I didn't even put it back in the box. I'm not kidding. This looks like Glacier National Park. It's amazing. Have y'all been there? Who's been to Glacier National Park? It's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Hey, Tina, Linda. Yes. All right. Jasper. Yes. All right. Okay. So this month's paper pumpkin, here's one card base. Here is the second card base and the third one. Now, the second and the third, they look very similar. So just kind of be careful of that as you're designing. All right. So you've got those 3 things. Then you've got your instructions. Where are the instructions? Here are the instructions. All right, so these are the 3 cards. Very simple cards, but so this one's got a little to it. It's got some layering to it, and really beautiful though. And these 2 are a little more simple, but that's the beauty of paper pumpkin. You need some quick cards. Just get your paper pumpkin out and make it up. All right, so let me show you how the instructions work. I'm a little bit hyper. I need to take a deep breath and slow down. I just love coming live with you guys. Hey, Barbara and Marianne. Hello. Yes, I did have a good weekend, Marianne. Thank you. I hope you all did too. Today, my husband had the day off today. He works for the VA, the Veterans Affairs. He's a physician for them, and they had today off. So that's always nice. It was rainy, though. I was going to go down and see my dad's grave and my husband's dad's grave at the National Cemetery, but we opted not to in the rain. But Yep, both our daddies served this awesome country. All right, let's see. What do we need? So when you're working with these instructions, this page on the back, 1, 2, 3, tells you what you need from the kit for each of the 3 cards. So the easiest way to do it is just to take your pieces and put them in 3 different piles. Okay. Then now this envelope here, I cut it out and I'll show you what I did with that. That's for the scrapbook page, but that was one of the envelopes. Look at these gorgeous envelopes. So if you wanted to make this card kit stretch, first of all, if you just want to make cards with it, not a scrapbook page, just cut that in half and you've got 2 card fronts right there. Plus this paper, designer paper here, you can open these envelopes up and use this paper here also. So you can really make this card kit go really far. All right, then it's got some vellum. It looks like the vellum is kind of falling apart here. Hold on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. All right, these are vellum pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you have some, it looks like some rolling hills here. Okay. So you got 3 of those. I know this one goes with this card here. You've got a layer. This matches this. This goes right. I mean, it's like a perfect fit. So I was really excited about that. I thought, oh, look, if I put it there, it goes all the way across. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that with the scrapbook page. We'll see if it works. We will see if it works. All right, so those 3 go there. Oh, here's some more vellum. All right, so the vellum, I know all the vellum, I think all the vellum goes with this card. I'm not sure though, for sure. All right, so we've got that. And look at all the dimensionals they gave us. So there must be a lot of dimension in these cards. I love it. And then these are some simple labels for your stamping. So if you make a mistake, there's no fancy cutting. You can just recut another piece out of white paper. Don't you love it? And the stamp set. You mean the world to me. To a wonderful man. I love you. Best dad ever. You're the greatest. Happy Father's Day. Happy birthday. And a bunch of birds. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So let me put that to the side. Now for the scrapbooking later, if you don't have this Forever Forest, I'm not sure if this, which I think the dies are still available, but not the stamp set. I can't remember. Or it may be just the stamp set, not the dies. I can't remember. They're in the last chance. But if you are a hiker or you do things in nature and you like to scrapbook about those kind of things, these are the kind of stamp sets you want to invest in because you will use them again and again and again. But anyways, I saw these black trees here and it reminded me of these tree cutouts here. So we're going to be using those on the scrapbook page. All right. I've got any questions so far? Got any questions? All right. We got Janice is now here. Hello, Janice, and Tanya and Anna. Hello. Oh, goodness. She just got in from watching Lilo and Stitch. Did you like it, Anna? I've seen the cartoon one, but this was the real one, right? You went to the theater. She said she enjoyed it a lot. Oh my gosh. So it's so funny. You know, before I went to Disney last week, I didn't even know who Stitch was. I didn't know why everybody loved this blue creature from Disney. And it was just, it's everywhere, I swear. It must be the #1 character for Disney. But anyways, I said, you know what? I better watch that movie. So, you know, I'll know what's going on. I fell in love. No wonder everybody loves Stitch. Oh my gosh. And Lilo, she's a sweet little girl too. So, anyways, yeah, very cool. Hello, Beverly. And Loretta is catching me live. Love it. All right. So card #1 has this like large sun piece here and the greens with the blues. Okay. Card #3 has the little sun here and the browns and blues here. Okay. And then card #2 are the trees. So I'm just put this aside because I don't have very much room here. And I'm just going to make 3 piles. All right. So I'm going to put the extra cards bases over here. Oops. There we go. Stamp set over there. Oh, I don't need the envelopes. Let me move those. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Come on. Well, you know, My nails are so long. So I had my nails done before I went to Disney, and they have grown out so much, and now I can't do anything with them. So I'm going to either have to go trim them down or get them redone. I don't know. I love them. They're my Disney nails. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where am I? 3 piles. All right. So we have card number 1. I'm going to go ahead and get my bone folder out and fold these so they don't take up as much room. But like I said, if you're wanting for this card kit to go further, cut that in half and get out some cardstock and make 2 cards out of every 1 card. And you'll have, instead of 9 cards, you'll have 18 cards. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Now, of course, you won't have the extra, this stuff, but you can figure out something. Oh, yeah. All right. So we have 1, 2, and let's see. I only need 1 of these. Okay. And 3. All right. Okay. All right. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to start with card number 1. And that's this one here. Everybody move over. Hi, Katie. Anne says, when do we find out what June's paper pumpkin is? Oh, Marianne, we do know. I haven't changed it up on my newsletter. I totally forgot. It's gorgeous. Let me get started here and I'll share it with you. Okay, Marianne, it's just beautiful. But yeah, it's you can see what it is already. Hold on. Let me think here. Where am I? All right. I was doing this. Okay. So on this card here, we need some of this stuff here. All right. We need, I can't tell what's what here. This is hard to see. All right. So, this is kind of difficult. Okay. It's a good thing I'm doing this for you, with you guys. All right. So it looks like we're doing vellums. That's the deal. All right. So I have these 3 vellums here. 1, 2. Well, 1, 2. There should be a 3rd one. Oh, there it is. Phew. I was like, oh no. Okay. There's 3 of those. I'm going to punch these out. It's because they're driving me crazy. There's 3 of those. And I think the shape's going to help me. Once I punch it out and see what the shapes are, I think then I'm going to be able to see what's going on better. All right, come here. Okay. Now, Stampin' Up! Has a video of them actually making this card kit, but they go so fast, I couldn't even slow it down to see what they were doing. It was crazy. I'm like, dagnab, they need to go slower, but that's what I'm here for. Okay, so far so good. Now we got to get these out. All right, so we have a blue with a black. All right, that's going to help me. We have brown with tan. All right, that's going to be helpful. And then we have this Lost Lagoon piece, and this old olive piece. All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, that all goes over there. Pull all that out. And that out. And that one. And oh, yes, Loretta, you are so right. Okay, so Loretta said June has an amazing kit, yes, and that it has a coordinating suite that's coming out in July. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yes, yes, yes. So I love now that Stampin' Up! Offers us more than just the catalog. I know some people were kind of frustrated with that, but it just, we get more product now. It's like we don't just have the catalog and that's all we have to play with anymore. Now it's like, oh, something else is coming. Something else is coming. I know. What can I say? I'm just crazy. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pop this out and pop these trees out. Come on. So another thing I did, and this is, like I said, this is going to be for the scrapbook kit, but see how that black is on that blue paper there? That's what I did with the envelope. Where did I do it? Here it is. So I took the stamp set and I stamped the, our new, oh, it'll come to me. Secret C. Okay. Secret C. And I stamped it on the envelope. I'm not sure what I did with the envelope now. And then I cut it out because it reminded me of that. So we'll see if it works. But anyways, so this goes with this. Oh, and then thank you for being the person you are. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. And if you wanted to do something else, you wouldn't have to use that. You could cut another piece out and do it. All right. Now that I have all the pieces punched, now I can see better. So this has a piece that goes, it looks like it's this piece here. Okay. But then it also has like this piece here. Okay, I just need my tweezers. My hands are not working. There we go. Looks like it's got that piece there. And then it's also got this triangle piece I saw over here. Okay. And this Lost Lagoon piece here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got the long sentiment, long skinny sentiment. And then that's going to be a Happy Father's Day with some birds. All right, so all that's going to go on this card. So I'm just going to take all this, pile it up, put it on this card base, put this on this card base, and then we'll go to this card here. All right, so then we have this card, and this card has the black with the blue. All right, it's got this vellum here. Okay, and then it's got the tan and the brown. All right, so that's that. And it's got no tag or no thing. It's just the stamp. Looks like we're probably going to stamp on the sun or something. I don't know. We'll see. But it doesn't have another cutout. All right, our last one here is this card. And this card gets this tall blue piece. Okay. It gets this piece. Whoops, come here. All right. Then it gets the tree. It also gets this piece, but it also gets, what's that? Oh, see, it's very confusing. That is the acrylic block. At first, I thought that was another piece, but see, there's the acrylic block they put with it because you need an acrylic block, but they ran out of space. All right. There is the white piece, though. All right, so that's going to go there. All right, and then it's just got some birds for the stamp. Okay, so birds, 1, 2, 3 punch outs, card base, 1, 2, 3 punch outs, the stamp, the card, 1, 2, 3, 4 punch outs, the tag, the stamp, the birds. Okay, so looks like I'm all set now. So let me get all this extra stuff out of the way. All right. I don't want to lose any of it, that's for sure. I'm going to put all this back in the box. I'll play with all this later. Okay. How we doing, everybody? Oh, yes, June's paper pumpkin. Yeah, like I said, I really do want to show you guys that. So let me hold on 2 seconds. Let me pull that up for those of you who didn't get to see it. Okay, and oh, I need to go there. Go there. Okay. For those of you who are watching on the replay, I'm looking up the paper pumpkin for this month. There it is. Okay. Whoops. Well, shoot. So downloads is downloads. Okay. And then oh my gosh, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to share my screen. I had to find it. Share screen, share screen. There we go. Okay, you guys, this is the next paper pumpkin. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, here we go. Boom. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it. It's got the pretty peacock. It's got the peach pie. And it's got petunia pop. Oh my gosh, and it's roses. Anyway, so that is the next paper pumpkin. All right. Okay, back to what we were doing here. Okay, back to our card. So we're on card number 1. Can y'all see my instruction? I'm going to put my instructions right there. I'm going to move this card out of the way and this card out of the way. We're going to bring this card in, and we have the base. Oh, and we need to switch to the number 1 instructions. Okay, so here are all the instructions, and we're going to go to the instructions number 1. Now, it tells us the first thing we're going to do is stamp Father's Day here, and we're going to stamp birds across the sun thing here. Okay, so let me get out the stamp set. Here's the stamp set, and here's the block. This color is Misty Moonlight. I'm just going to go ahead and get out my regular Misty Moonlight ink pad. That way I don't have to mess with opening up that spot right now, since I'm trying to go a little faster. I spent a lot of time talking. Here we go. Happy Father's Day. There we go. Now remember, these are acrylic stamps. They're clear stamps. I like to rub mine and try to get off whatever that manufacturing stuff is that's on there. It causes the ink to bead up. Okay, there we go. And then tap, tap, tap. You don't need too much. And then stamp. Oops, it flipped. Yay, perfect. Oh, it flipped again. Okay, no big deal. Happy Father's Day. Now, this needs the birds. So let's grab the birds. We got a little big bird, a big strip of birds, and a little tiny bit of birds. Okay, lots of birds. Okay. Go. Oh, flip that over. Okay, and it looks like they kind of just went right there. Just like that. Nothing special. I know. Yes, Marianne, it even looks like it has gold elements. It does. I love Paper Pumpkin. They are doing such an amazing job. And people will tell you that it hasn't always been this way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have officially lost my birds. Oh, crud. Come on, birds. Where are you? Where are you? The little birds. Oh. Aw. Well, crud. Come on, little birdies. Where are you? I'm looking at the side of my desk. Arrgh. Well, shoot. That's what I get for pulling it off of the sheet before I was ready. Sometimes it sticks to the back of things. So frustrating. So frustrating. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. All right, well, I'm going to attempt to just ink up a few of these. All right, just a few. When in doubt, right? Oh my gosh, okay. And these are down here. So I just want to make sure there's no ink on those other ones. Okay. Back in the olden days, we used to just rub the ink off with our fingers before we had ink cleaners and stuff. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad. All right. I think it'll work. Well, hopefully that other little thing of birds will show up. We'll see. Look on the back of the sheet. That's a great idea. Hold on. Let me look on the back of the sheet. Nope. Nope. Like I said, I don't feel it anywhere. I looked on the back of the ink block. I don't know. It'll show up. It'll show up. I'm not worried about it. Okay. What is next? Next, we need to do a lot of dimensionals. Okay, so the Father's Day gets dimensionals. Okay. All right. And whoops, those are showing. Telling you what, having fingernails, it's not good. Oh, now I've just torn that one off. Okay, hold on. Go back to not having nails. Make life a little easier. Okay, then this triangle piece. Okay. Okay. And the vellum piece. Okay, the way you can tell if it's vellum or if it's white, if it's vellum or if it's paper, is on the instructions. See how it's still green, but it's got dimensionals, where this piece is white and it's got a line across it. That means we're going to put the tape on the back of that. So that's how you tell. Okay. And this one, notice the curve goes this way. So the curve wants to go this way, and you want to put your dimensionals down at the bottom, it looks like. So 1, 2, oh gosh, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Then it has this tape runner, strip of tape here that's going to go on the back of the green vellum and the back of the white cardstock. So let me open this up. All right. And if you're not familiar with tear and tape, I have found that if you get a flat, like a ruler or something, or a credit card, it works a little better. My nails, I don't know. Some people can use their nails. I just seems to make more of a mess for me. So I just take this, I do that, and I tear it off like that. All right. Now the green vellum, make sure we're doing this correctly. Come here, green vellum. All right. I want to match up the way they have it in the instructions. Okay. So we're going to put that down there. There we go. All righty. So far, so good. Got everything, all the sticky stuff on here. Oh, look, they tell me which order to go. All right. So A goes down. I assume A goes down first. I mean, can't always assume everything. All right. But I do want to turn everybody back over now. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. And this one goes over here. I'm trying to set it up like they have it. Let me move all this so y'all can see what we're doing here. Okay. So we have, this is A, this is C, this is D, and this is B. All right. So A. Now, usually, not all the time, look on my small block for the bird. No, I hadn't put it there yet. Darn it. Okay. Usually, not all the time, but you just line up the layers at the bottom of the card. You don't have to guess where it goes on the card. It just lines up with the bottom. Cross your fingers if that works. Okay. So number 1, or letter A, we're just going to lay that up, layer that up, and go. Okay. So far, so good. Now B, we need to take the backing off. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. There's A, B, C is this one. Take the backing off. So far, so good. And then D has dimensionals. Love it. Now, the only thing I have trouble with, though, with this card is all of this dimension, because when I put this down, I'm going to get double dimension right there. And that's okay most of the time. But if your card is too thick, they're going to charge you extra to ship it. But, maybe not. I mean, it is foam, so it does kind of squish. All right. Pretty good, huh? Not quite done yet. Last but not least. Oh, wow. We are done. Is the sentiment. Now, I would have put twine on here and some bling, but that didn't come in the kit. So, but if you were going to do an alternative card, I definitely would get out some twine and some bling. All right. So that just goes right there. Whoops. Not exactly. Let's move it over a little bit. There we go. Ta-da! Card number 1. Simple, easy, love it. Okay, happy Father's Day. And of course, if you're not going to do a Father's Day card, you could do happy birthday. You can do anything. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Okay, card number 1. Card number 2. Okay, small birds are on your smallest block somewhere to your right side. All right, here's my smallest block, but the birds aren't on it. I know. All I can think is like maybe they stuck to like the plastic, maybe. Oh, here's that envelope I was looking for. Oh well. Yeah. Like I said, they'll show. They may have fallen on the floor, and so I'll look for them later. But it is frustrating when that happens, isn't it? All right, we're on to card number 2, and card number 2 is the one we're going to be using on our scrapbook page. Awesome. All right, so get all the pieces. Thanks, Tina. She says the cards look good. All right. Number 1, we have our card base right there. Okay. And it says we're going to stamp the little birds. So I've learned my trick now. We're just going to use a little bit of the corner of the stamp set to stamp a few birds. Okay. And we're going to stamp those right there. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to do some more because I can, right? Isn't that fun? Okay, I love it. Okay, we did that part. Do we need any more stamping? No, we do not. We can close our ink. All right, that's done. Next part. Okay, now I do notice they have 2 dimensionals on one side here. Okay, so I've got the tall one, but I've also got this little one. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one over, and we're going to put a dimensional here and a dimensional here. Then we're going to put a dimensional here and a dimensional here. Okay, I like to follow directions. Next is the trees. Okay, the trees. We're going to get dimensionals on the bottom. Turn that sideways so the flat's on the bottom. Okay. All right, we've got those 3. Then we need 2 more. 1 and 2, and 1 more up here. There. All right, so we got that one done. And then this blue piece, and remember what I said, if it's white, see how it's a white outline with the tape? That means it's the paper one, okay? The blue, the vellum one, I know it's hard to tell that that's vellum, but it is vellum. The point is over here, so we're going to flip it over. So the point's like that, okay? And then we're going to put our dimensionals on right there. So let me get those dimensionals. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6. And then tape goes on this. So we're going to do tape here. And it looks like right here. There we go. All right, we got all the adhesive on. Now it tells us what order to put everything. So A is this piece. Okay. Oh, now see, this is tricky. B is this piece. Come here. There we go. B is this piece. All right. And then C is the tree. All right. So let's do this. Here's our card. So A. I haven't wrangled dimensional backings in a while. I learned this from Sharon Armstrong years ago, but I hardly ever remember to do it. You guys follow Sharon. She is awesome. She is technically, I guess, unofficially my upline. She is my upline, but she is like 5th above me. And Stampin' Up! Only allows you to go 3 levels. That way we stay a direct sales company and not a multi-level marketing company. We do not want to be a MLM. Those are where you have so many people. It's more like well, it's not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. But MLM is just not personal, where direct sales is a personal thing. And so we keep our teams to just 3 levels. If you didn't know that, that's what makes Stampin' Up so great. We develop friendships, not customers. Isn't that true? Love it. Oh, yes. Loretta says she's great. Hello, Linda. Yes, Linda, I'm putting the cards together tonight, but you're not that late because I'm going to do a scrapbook page after this. We're going to see how well it goes. We're going to try to do Glacier National Park hike that I did this last summer. That looks just like this card here. So we'll see how it turns out. It's like all in my head. I kind of planned out a little, like I printed the photos and I sketched out what I think it should look like, but we'll see what happens. Okay, and then here is number C, letter C. Okay, awesome. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. All right, last but not least, we've got this situation here. Okay, so we are going to take the backing off of this one and the backing off of this one. I see what's happening. Okay, so that didn't work. Well, they said to do it that way. I'm thinking it should have been the other way, but oh well. They have it dimension on dimension, I guess. I don't know. I just do what they tell me. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So see, it's like dimension and dimension. It's a very dimensional card, but it's very pretty. Thank you for being the person you are. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I can't wait to show you all the scrapbook page. All right, let's move that one. We're done with that one. Where did the other one go? There it is. Nope. Okay, where did my first card go? I was looking for the stamp set. Now I've lost my card. All right. I just put it there for now. We'll find it in a second. Oh, good grief. I swear, my head was not attached to my body. I would lose it. All right, I was correct. You're going to stamp on the card. Very good. Okay. You only get one chance, though, if you do that. No, you don't. If you mess up, if you stamp on here and it messes up, no big deal. Cut out a circle. Do it again. Just do it again. There's always a way to fix it, right? Okay, so we have, this is A, and A is going to get dimensionals. This is B. Okay, B is going to get dimensionals. And this is C. C is going to get dimensional. Okay, everybody gets dimensionals. I felt like Oprah there for a minute. Everybody gets dimensionals. Okay, let's take this off of there. And what stamp set? You mean the world to me. Oh, that's sweet. You mean the world to me. Oh, do y'all have the watercolor world set? It's retired now, but I think it's in Last Chance, but it's a thing of the world, but it's a watercolor. So when you stamp it, it looks like you watercolored the world. This stamp would go perfect. You mean the world to me. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Okay. Ink. Yes, Christina, everybody is super supportive. That's what I love about being a part of Stampin' Up. It's just, we are a family. When we were at the Disney together, oh my gosh, everybody's so helpful and just they share everything. There's competition in the sense that, I want to sell what I need to sell, but not in the sense that, oh, I'm not going to let them do that because their customers might do that. And we're just not like that. We're family. Yeah. If they've got a better idea than I have, then go with them. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to this. We need a lot of dimensionals. Let me pull all this down. There we go. Okay. This one just gets 3 across the bottom. 2 and 3. If y'all haven't joined Stampin' Up, I wish you would consider it, though. Like I said, you don't have to do it as a business. You can do it just as a hobby. Just shop for yourself. What that just means is that you'll be a demonstrator and you'll have an account, But instead of other people buying from you and you selling and doing all the card classes and all that stuff, when you put an order in, you're just putting an order in for yourself and you use your own money and you get the 20% discount. And it's so awesome. And a lot of people do that because they know they spend so much money on all the new product, especially since we release new product all the time. And now you even get the Stampin' Rewards. Even as a demonstrator, we get Stampin' Rewards. So awesome. So yeah, it is such a good deal. I mean, why pay full price when you don't have to? All right, we're starting with A, and that's this big pecan pie. Oh, let's wrangle dimensionals. There we go. Ha ha. And then, whoops, line that up at the bottom. Yay. And then B is the vellum. Okay, and then C is this piece. There we go. Whew. Okay, you just couldn't get any easier than that. You know, that really needs some birds. I need some birds. All right, where's my birds? I need some birds. I just can't be that simple. That's just too simple for me. All right, let's get a few birds here. And a couple more over here. Yeah, there we go. You mean the world to me. That's so awesome. All right, so 1, 2. I'm serious. Where did my third card go? Ay, ay, ay. It's probably right in front of me, isn't it? I swear that's it. Ah, there it is. That was it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You ready to see a scrapbook page? Tina, you're so funny. Tina said, oh my, I love listening to you, even when everything seems to be going crazy. That's the truth. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let me clean up a little bit here. A little bit. All right, so first of all, let's show you the pictures of my trip. Yeah. This is Glacier National Park. And this is, so McDonald Creek goes into McDonald Lake, which is the big, big lake on one side of the park. And there's a trail and there's a couple of waterfalls. There's McDonald's waterfall and then there's Sacred Dancing Cascade. And so, let's see. So that right there is McDonald's Falls. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Whoop. Sorry. Sacred Dancing Cascade. McDonald's waterfall is very hard to photograph. I'll tell you how I did it in just a minute. Okay. So that's Dancing Cascades. That's the trail. Okay. You don't need that. Okay. This is the picture of McDonald's Falls. So notice that the trail is way over here and there's no bridge. So what I did, don't tell the Rangers this, but my husband was watching me. I climbed out to the very, very, very edge of the trail there where the rocks are. And I got my phone on a selfie stick and I stuck my arm out way out as far as I could. And I got that picture and I was very proud of that picture. So that is McDonald's Falls. All right. So that's the waterfalls. Here's the bridge that we crossed over. So we park over here, you cross over the bridge and you walk all the way down to see McDonald Falls. Hold on. Then this is just a random waterfall on the creek, on McDonald Creek. Before we got to this bridge where we crossed over, there are some, where you're driving, there's some pullouts along the road and you just pull out and you go and you look. And so this was just because it had been raining so much. As you can tell, we're in our raincoats. The sun came out just in time for us to take that picture. It had been raining all day. Anyways, the river was flooded. And so there were some random waterfalls that really aren't normally there. I mean, it's a trickle, but so that was a random waterfall. This is, I mean, you can't even tell, but this is roaring rapids in here. And that's usually very calm stream there. This is my husband walking on the trail and the river down there. It's just a gorgeous trail. Okay. And then this is, okay. So here's Sacred Dancing Cascade. Back behind the trees here is one of those pullouts where you can go and look. And the water was coming down so hard that it was making like this whirlpool. It was so cool looking. I took a video. It was really neat. Anyway, so these are my pictures. I mean, do these not just look just like this card? I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to make this scrapbook page. So here we go. That's all my pictures. All my pictures. All right, and let's get out the page. Now, the colors. Okay. Where's the, hold on, let me get the card bases. Here we go. These two card bases here. So we have Pool Party back here. We have a very, very light shade of Pool Party back here. And then we've got Misty Moonlight. And then we've got the slate, smoky slate. And then this is the Secret Sea. All right. So I pulled out those colors. Now, my card base, this is our white core. Is this the white core? I think so. Yeah. See how it's two different shades of Pool Party. So I'm going to use the very light side and it is going to be a 2-page spread. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so y'all can see better. Hold on. Make sure I don't mess up my phone. Hold on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. I might have to move my face, but that's okay. All right. So like that, and that. Okay. And we may just do one page at a time. Whoops. I saw something fall. Okay. We'll see what happens. All right. Smoky slate. I'm getting a little warm here. Let's, yeah, Tina, you're not kidding. It is a perfect card for these pictures. Okay, here we go. So what I thought I would do, since I've got the 2 cards, okay, and I've got the 2 extra, like, the top, you know, where you lay over the card. Okay, this. And this one here, that I would, okay. This is my thinking. We'll see if it works. Of course, I only get one shot at it because I only have one paper pumpkin kit. That I'm going to cut along the tree line here, okay? I'm going to line that up on the bottom. Notice I didn't have enough room. So, bring this puppy in. There we go. Cool, huh? Now, it doesn't match up perfectly, but we can do the best we can. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to be cutting along the black edge, so you're not going to see this mountain thing here. Okay. Plus my photos may cover it also. So we're going to try that. And then, what else? So we're going to do that, and then we're going to put all the photos on here, okay? Because there's really not going to be much room for anything else. Oh, no, I forgot. Okay, so this comes from the die set. Here, this die set here. Check this out. So, well, of course, the die is still on the die machine. Here we go. Here's the die. The die actually does not cut all the way through. It stops. So right there, I used my scissors and finished it right there, but it actually just leaves it. So I just did it twice, 1, 2, to go across like that. Cool, huh? So this is my thinking. Like I said, I think I'm just going to do this first side with you, and then I'll finish it later and show you the final thing later. But I want to see if this is going to work with you guys. You ready for some fussy cutting? It's the only chance I get. If I mess up, I'm doomed. Here we go. Okay, this is a lot of up and down. It's all right. I got this. We got this. Okay. I didn't want to cut this before we started because y'all needed to see what the card kit looked like, right? Let's see. This may take a while. I hate to spend time fussy cutting with you guys because y'all have better things to do than to sit and watch me cut out paper. But you are live. So if you're watching on the replay, just fast forward through this. There you go. You're watching on the replay, just fast forward me cutting through this. Okay. And you guys who are with me live, let's talk about something. What y'all want to talk about? talk about this trip. I did ask, and then I didn't go back and look. How many of you have been to Glacier National Park up in Montana? Yeah, it is so gorgeous. And at first I didn't think I was going to be able to like do the hikes or anything. I was like, oh my God, I can't hike mountains. But I didn't have any problem at all. I mean, there were some times we had to like rest, but that's okay. Yeah, there's plenty of time. Besides, you're just surrounded by gorgeous scenery. You want to rest and take pictures. So, and then hiking down, of course, is always easy. I'm wondering if I should just cut straight across and not worry about these trees here. It's too late now. I've already started. Yeah. You know what? I am. I'm just going to cut straight across. I can make little trees later if I want. That was just taking too long. Okay, we'll have to go around this black tree though. So I'm just going to do a rough cut first, and I'll come back and fussy cut it. There we go. That's much better. Phew, that was taking too long. I am definitely going to have to cut the trees though, because there's a reflection in the water, and that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, there we go. Come here. Okay. Phew. All right. Now, come in here. This is going to be tricky, cutting this little tree out. That's all right. I can do it. Yeah, the trick is just cutting off little pieces and then coming back in and getting another little piece. If you try to do it all in one big cut, the paper tends to bend. There we go. And of course, if you didn't want to fussy cut it, you could put one of those black silhouette cutouts on top of here like that. You could just do that. Actually, I cut some out. Yeah, like this. You could just put this on top of there, and that would just cover it up beautifully like that. Okay. Ooh. It's more difficult going down the other side because it's really flimsy now. Oh my goodness. Linda said, wait a minute, let me back up. Oh, thank you, Stacy. She likes the new camera view. Yeah, I had to turn my shoulder was getting a kink turning the other way. So I thought maybe if I turn the computer to the other side of my desk, it would help. And it has. It helped a lot. Awesome. Oh my gosh. She had a big angry ram. Oh, let me tell you the story of the ram. Oh my gosh. So we're up there at Glacier. Let's see, what was it? Glacier Lake, where Salmon Glacier is. And you're right. We were all up there having our picnic, and this ram decided to come out and join us for lunch. And of course, there's like 20 of us up there. My husband and a whole bunch of other visitors at the park. And this, he wasn't aggressive or anything. He just wanted our sandwich. And we're like, no, you can't have our sandwich. I'm starving. I just hiked up here. So a lot of us like clapped and made loud noises and startled him, and he'd run off. But then he'd come back. And it's like, good grief. So we told the ranger, we said, there's a big ram up there bothering the tourists trying to get their lunch. And he said, yep, that's because people have fed them and they are used to eating people food. And that's not good because now they hang out and they are wild. So if they do get upset, they will attack you, which is scary. Yeah. So, okay, there we go. Got that cut out. All right. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then this one just cut straight across. Awesome. Yeah, this is much faster just going straight across. Okay, so now we have that piece and that piece. Okay, and I can kind of match up the tree. Oh, look at that. Aren't I clever? Match it up. Yeah. Okay, we got that. Now, the mountains that I cut out were my mountains. Here are my mountains. So see, I already cut out mountains. But like I said, now that I've cut these trees out, it kind of looks weird. And I actually wanted, so on the card, where's the card? Here's the card. On the card, it has the dark, and then it's got the light, and then it's kind of got the Lost Lagoon. So I thought maybe I could tear the paper instead of making the mountain cuts. Because if you just make the mountain cuts the way they are, it's just going to look like it's like repeating, and that'll look weird. So let me show you how I did it though. So we are going to go, so this was the dark Misty Moonlight. I'm not going to do dark and light like they did on the card. I'm just going to go straight to the dark side of this instead. So let me grab another, well, I'll just use this sheet and I'll make part 2 later. But cut off, I'm cutting off about 2 inches, and I'm going to make the mountains, show you how I made these mountains. But I got to thinking it's going to be matching, and I don't want it to match. But no, it doesn't have to match because I forgot it doesn't cut all the way through. Okay. Let me move this out of the way for a sec and get out the cutting machine and show you how I did this. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I have that. And then I have the plates. I need the plates. And then I need the mountains. So I'm going to find the mountains because they're like under all this now. Okay, mountains, where did you go? Okay, come on. I know you're around here. Did I put them on the magnetic sheet? I probably did. Oh, good grief. Ah, there. Phew. I'm getting nervous there for a minute. All right, what I did when I originally did it, okay, y'all can't see what I'm doing, so I'll show you up here. What I originally did is I just lined it up and lined it up again. But we don't want it to be matchy like that with that big gulp right there. I want the darker. Ooh, you know what else? I meant to make that longer too. Because that's going to be a gap. Hold on. Yep. Sorry about that. No, that's, I cut it. Here it is. It's over here. Yeah, I need 4 inches. Whoops. No biggie. Okay. And I want to make sure I'm using the dark side. The dark side. All right, 4 inches. There we go. Okay. That's better. Now, I want mountaintops up here. So what I'm going to do is put the die in, make this mountain peak here in the middle there. And then I'll recut it so that it will, oh, you know what it's going to do though? It's going to make this line right there. Ooh, this might not work as well as I thought it was going to work. You know, I might have to just make it torn. What are y'all's thoughts on this? Oh, thanks for asking, Stacy. I'm looking over at you guys. So Stacy says, how's your rehab going on my knee? It's actually going well. Okay, I'm moving this up. Plan B on the mountains. We're going to just tear instead. But I am going to take a pencil mark so it tears fairly good. My rehab on my knee. So I go twice a week. But I basically what I do around the house is I'll get up and I'll work, and then my knee gets tired. So then I go and I sit down on the couch with an ice pack. And then after 20 minutes, I get up and I work again. So, all right. So we're going to, let's see. Let's do our mountaintop up here. All right. So we're going to, yeah. How's that look? Does that look okay? What do y'all think? Yeah, I think that's going to look great. Oh, come back here, mountains. Oh, having more fun creating the page then. Okay, now I want the white. Yep. I'm doing this right. Okay. And I can go back and erase that pencil mark, but I am going to try to tear so that the pencil mark doesn't show. Oh, okay. I found a good use for fingernails. That actually does help me tear very well. Yeah, so rehab's going well. And like I said, if doctor said that in 2 weeks, if he thinks my knee is healing itself, then we won't do surgery, which is the plan, because I do not want to do surgery again. I'm kind of over the surgery thing. They know me way too well at that hospital. Okay, so this little part here that didn't get ripped away, I'm just taking my pencil. And if y'all don't know, these big pencils with the white erasers, these are so amazing. Pencil lead just erases right off of there without messing up your paper. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay, back to our page. So I need, okay, that's the dark side, that's the light side. Yep, that's the dark, that's the light. Okay, so we got that there. Now we're going to put these mountains here. So I only have a little bit to show that. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. Now, where's my river that I cut out? Come here, river. I put everything over here and I can't find it. Here it is. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so pretty. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm loving this. Tape. I am going to use my repositionable tape though, because like I said, I'm not quite sure on the whole layout thing. I just wanted to show y'all what I was thinking of for this layout. So yeah, we're just going to use this ran out of repositionable. Hold on. Doesn't that always happen? Okay. Oh, tell me I have some. You know, I have a bad feeling. Oh, seriously? Okay. Okay. We're just going to have to commit. We're just going to have to commit. I don't have any more repositionable tape at the moment. But I'm going to put a little bit. Okay. Come on. Tell me that's not out. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to line that up at the bottom. So, okay. And then, like I said, this one, yeah, I want it to look like that. Yep. Okay. And like I said, just a little bit, just in case I change my mind. Come on. Sometimes the adhesive sticks to the side of the plastic casing and it doesn't roll. There we go. Okay. Okay. Pretty good. Now, let's see, let's go ahead and put this one on first. Go. And then this one. Now, this one I definitely don't want to accidentally get too much tape on here because I don't have to recut this thing. Come on. I'm not kidding. The tape just doesn't want to come out of this thing. There we go. Okay. Come on. All right, come on. Get under layers. Thank yous. Okay. All right, I think we're good. What do y'all think? Does that look like the card? It was so fun. All right, so how I would do the pictures then, where did I put the pictures? Here they are. So how I would do the pictures is, first of all, this is the main focal picture here. And so I would put that like right there. And I may trim it down so that it's like a 3.5 by 5. So it doesn't take up so much room. And then I only have room for a vertical here. So I look through my pictures and find a vertical one. I only have a couple of vertical ones here. All right. So this is this river here. All right. That works. Then I can put a picture down here. I know it would be covering up some of the scenery, but that's okay because it's more about the pictures. Oh, where's the picture of him hiking? Oh, there it is. Okay. My husband hiking. Okay. Something like that. Okay. And of course, the title would go up here, and then the map. I always like including what the page is actually about. This is the map. I would trim this down. I'm going to cut it. I know it's pretty scary cutting the picture, but I'm very confident with my cutting skills. Not confident with very much, but I can cut. Do you know I actually... How many of you guys are elementary school teachers or were elementary school teachers? Do you remember when you were in college and you had to take crazy classes like cutting art for the elementary school teacher? Things like cutting. I actually learned how to cut a straight line. I learned how to write on a chalkboard. You didn't realize these were skills you had to have to be a teacher. Oh, gosh. Okay, there we go. So John Lake Loop Trail Map. And I'd actually put that like there or something like that. Yeah, because I don't want to cover up all the mountains. Oh, there's a squeaky kitten. Yeah, something like that. I may make that smaller too. I don't know. But that's the idea. Like I said, I'm going to work on this some more. And it'll be a 2-page spread. It'll have a title. Like I said, I cut a bunch of these trees out so like I can make little clusters and stuff. That also stamped some trees. I don't know. Like that. Hi there, Weston. You want to say hi to everybody's? Come here, little buddy. Oh, big kitty. Big kitties. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah. Such a good boy. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. If you do not follow my Instagram, that's where I post most of my pictures of stuff. And then it also shares on to Facebook. So Instagram and Facebook, you know, they're like the same thing. I think Facebook owns Instagram, but anyway, so they get shared to both places. Yeah. So that's the plan. I'll finish it up, take some pictures, and we'll just go from there. And then, of course, next Monday night, I'll share it and share with you what all the details are with it for next Monday night. Next Monday night, we're going to stay with the hiking theme, but I'm going to pull out the new Stampin' Up kit, the adventure kit. Where is it? Here it is. This one. I'm going to do this. Yeah, here it is. So I was so excited when they had an actual outdoor adventure kit. Oh, I have so many hiking pictures. I mean, my husband and I have been to so many national parks, but we love it. We love it. Okay, y'all have a blessed night. And don't forget, check your email tomorrow. I've got your free tutorial for you. Nothing real big happening this week at Stampin' Up. The only thing is this is the last week for the joining special. $165. That's $66 in free stuff plus free shipping. It's $165 of product for $99 plus shipping. I mean, plus tax. Free shipping. So really consider joining. It's the best deal. If you even just join just to get the free stuff, you can do that. You don't know, no commitment is required. But I would love for you to be committed because I'd love for you to be on my team. We do lots of fun stuff. All right, you guys, y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.